Exciting news as Alton Towers have just revealed the full 2021 lineup for Scarefest. Yo, what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today, Alton Towers have released the full 2021 lineup for Scarefest, and I'm sure if a lot of you do follow him on social media, obviously Alton Towers put it on the Facebook, Instagram, and probably other social media platforms as well. They actually released a video, and in that video it released the 4 mazes which are making a return for 2021. For those of you who haven't seen the video, I'm going to put it on right now for you to take a look at, so take a look at this. Now we're going to speak about the mazes in a few short moments, which was actually released in the video. But first I'm going to read a bit about what Alton Towers have actually put on their website about the event itself. So I'm going to go over to the iPad and I'm going to read exactly what they've put. So they put, expect spines to be tingled. As the nights get longer, Scarefest beckons. On October's spookiest dates, tiptoe into Alton Towers Resort for all sorts of creepy scares and shocks as its award-winning Scarefest returns for 2021 with live entertainment for all ages and a brand new family attraction. Open until 9 PM each day, daring guests can face our head-spinning, hair-raising rides and attractions in darkness, obviously including the Wicker Man and Alton Towers Dungeon. If that's not scary enough, 4 multi-award winning terrifying mazes are set to return. So obviously we know that the 4 we obviously in the video are all the ones what actually was it the result last year. And we're going on to the next bit. It says, in addition, older families will be able to enjoy the brand new Trick or Treat Town, an interactive walk through a special town where every day is Halloween. And as well as treats, there are tricks aplenty. Plus, returning for 2021 is the free attraction Garden Lights Walk Whispering Souls, where the gardens come to life in a whole new spectacular light. So yes, we're actually seeing the garden walks return, and along with that as well, they've released a brand new interactive experience, the Trick or Treat Town. So that is going to be brand new for 2021, and it's looking like, how I've just read there on the website, it's looking like it's going to be an interactive walkthrough experience. So moving on to the final piece of information we got off the website, Alton Towers have put on, younger families can enjoy live shows including the CBeebies Monster Ball and the Freaky Fun Zone characters and shows. There really is something for all the family to enjoy, so take in the spooky sights, music and street theatre and have some spine-tingling fun. And then it also says as well, additional charges for obviously the Scare Maze entry and the Trick or Treat Town. So we know that the Trick or Treat Town is going to be a charged experience, as well as what they've done with the Scare Mazes. Looking like there's going to be sort of no free walk through Scare Mazes, but there's definitely obviously that Garden Lights Walk, which is going to be a great experience for everyone to go through, and it's completely free for everyone to enjoy. So let's actually move on now to the 4 Scare Mazes. And if you did go to the event last year, then you're probably really familiar with these 4 because they are exactly the same 4 as they was last year. So making a return, we have got the return of Freak Show Toxic Junkyard. Now for me, this maze last year wasn't as good as I expected it to be. Like, I think with it just being outside, it sort of didn't really help with the sort of maze itself, like with the jump scares and stuff, because I mean you could sort of see everything sort of coming at you. So I think personally the end game should have replaced this and come back, because as we all know, you know, that was their award-winning maze for, you know, the years it was actually there. You know, it won the award for the best maze every year. So I think it's a shame that they've not brung the end games back. Obviously, they got rid of that last year because of the social distancing and regulations around COVID. And obviously, in the end games, the maze itself was literally, you know, hands-on sort of contact. So I understand why they got rid of it last year, but I believe they could have sort of brung it back this year. However, we are seeing Toxic Junkyard return for its second year. Now that's sort of the only one where I'm sort of a bit like in the middle, like whether it should have returned or not. Like the others I'm going to mention now, I'm really glad they're returning, you know, the great mazes. So next we have the return of Altonville Mine Tours, The Legend of the Skin Snatchers. So obviously that is coming back for this year, and I'm definitely glad it is. I know it's been now at the park for quite a few years, but the maze for me never really gets old. You know, I think it does make the event, the Mine Tours, and it's always one of sort of my personal favourites to actually get in and walk through, to be honest. Out of them all, it's sort of one of the ones where I look forward to the most. So definitely happy with this one making a return, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of singing as well with the soundtrack. You'll probably all know if you've watched last Scarefest vlog, and if you've been to the event yourself, we all know what plays at the Mine Tours. Then for the final of the three sort of extreme mazes, as you'd probably put them, we have got the return of the Attic, Terror of the Towers. So this one has actually not been at the park too long, because before it actually came, it did replace Terror of the Towers, which was there for many, many years. So they sort of renamed it the Attic, even though it is sort of based around the Terror of the Towers. But yeah, they sort of changed it a little bit, so you're sort of walking through like the Attic, as they've obviously called it, instead of the main Terror of the Towers itself. Very happy this one's returning. I do like this maze. I think it is a bit shorter though than Terror of the Towers was. I remember walking through Terror of the Towers, you know, obviously a few years ago, and it was really long. Like, the experience itself was pretty long. Like, it was one of the longest mazes, and probably one of the, you know, more worth your money to go in, just because of, you know, how long the experience was. The Attic was a bit shorter than it, but I think, to be honest, I couldn't really say if the Attic was better or Terror of the Towers. I think they're sort of both on similar sort of levels. But yeah, enjoyed Terror of the Towers. Definitely enjoyed the Attic. So definitely pleased that that one is making a return as well. And now for the fourth maze, which is sort of ones for families and younger children, is Darkest Depths making a return for another year. Now, I haven't actually been in this maze myself, so I couldn't actually say to you all if it's worth going in or not worth going in. I've never actually done it myself, so maybe this year could be the year I try this out. Maybe, but we'll have to see. I think what we did last year is we just went obviously a few times and did the actual main mazes instead of paying, you know, the extra amount for that one. Obviously, if you have been to the event, the free sort of extreme mazes are paired in a free, so you get it like a discounted price. Whereas the Darkest Depths, it's just sort of like on its own as a separate payment. So I think what we did is we just did all the free sort of main mazes again instead of doing that one. But I have heard what people have said about it, and apparently it is sort of a really good walkthrough experience to actually try. So definitely ones for younger children, but you never know, we may have to give it a go this year. So that is all the mazes which are at the event this year. However, we have got a brand new family experience, which is a Trick or Treat Town, which I'm going to read a little bit what it said about that on the Alton Towers website. So new for 2021, Trick or Treat Town. This Scarefest, get ready to explore a special town where every day is Halloween. And do you know what the townsfolk's favourite pastime? Yes, you got it. It's to host trick-or-treating for the town visitors. So muster up your courage and prepare to knock on doors from Spooky Avenue all the way up to the Witchy Woods, but be careful. As well as treats, there are tricks aplenty. And then it says at the bottom as well, interactive walkthrough recommended for those aged 8+. So we know this one's paid and is recommended for children 8+. And it sounds like, just by reading the bit what they've put on the website, it sounds like you're going to be sort of be trick-or-treating on different doors, and you're probably going to get either trick or treated at each one. As well as that, I'm guessing there'll be sort of different actors opening the doors while you're walking through the different towns, going knocking on all these doors to trick-or-treat on. So it's good that they actually are bringing something brand new in for 2021, because when I saw like the event itself, like just the video what I watched, and I just saw the 4 mazes return, I didn't know if, obviously, until actually looking into it myself, I didn't know if there was anything going to be new for 2021. But I thought there must be, and then I saw the Trick or Treat Town, so definitely one for younger children to enjoy. And I'm glad that, obviously, there is something new, even if it isn't one of the main mazes. So that is all from Scarefest 2021. It's the full event lined up, confirmed. You know, we're going to be getting those 4 mazes, and then we're going to be getting the new Trick or Treat Town. Along with that, there's obviously going to be a lot of entertainment on throughout the day with the different shows on. And obviously, of course, we've got the Garden Lights Walk Halloween version of it. So definitely going to look forward to that. And I'm guessing now when we actually head to the park for like the Oktoberfest, or maybe we might get a visit in before then, we'll probably start seeing the Scarefest construction of all the different mazes and things like that as well. So I'll definitely be sure to keep you updated if I see any new development going on throughout the park before we obviously visit Scarefest in October. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know if you guys are going to be heading to Scarefest this year, or any of the other Halloween events at different Merlin attractions. Like obviously there's a Halloween event at Chessington World of Adventures, and there's also the Fright Nights event at Fort Park. We're going to be getting to both of them as well at the end of October, so definitely stay tuned for all them vlogs coming up in October. And obviously there's still more vlogs from the summer trip coming up after this. We've got Poulton's Park and Chessington World of Adventures. 2 more vlogs which are coming up on the channel, and then that will be the summer trip in total. And then obviously we've got even more coming up as well after that, including actually our first vlog of mini golf, so definitely subscribe for that. But again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.